the president took to Truth Social, and without mentioning Bad Bunny by name, the president decried the halftime show as one of the worst ever and an affront to the greatness of America, adding nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching.
That was a ass fucking performance from Bad Bunny. Sorry to tell you, but that was awful, guys. That should have never happened. Let's erase that from our memories. I'm probably the first person to fucking say that. You, Bad Bunny. It was awful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the verdicts are in, and majority of people are saying that this halftime show by Bad Bunny was woke garbage. So before we get into the mostly black people lambasting this, I want to show you guys what President Trump had to say about this. He says the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely horrible. One of the worst ever. It makes no sense. Is an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, and excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying. And the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market of 401ks in history. There's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media, which it has, because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule, Make America Great Again. President Donald J. Trump. 100% agree. And it's kind of funny that the fake news is obviously supporting this, because why would they not? Anything that they believe supports some sort of woke agenda, some sort of leftist type agenda, some sort of progressive agenda, they're always going to support. That's just how they are. Anything conservative based, anything traditional, anything based off of more so Christianity, anything related to any of that, they are going to, it was boring, it was bad, or somehow denigrate it in each and every single way that they possibly can. Now, I'm going to go ahead and react to, again, these mostly black folks saying that they thought this halftime performance was booty water. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Man, look, I don't know where to start, but let's talk about it. I literally just watched the halftime show, and I didn't understand a single word. He said United States, Canada, and then the lady sung in English. Now, don't get me wrong. The energy was there. It felt like a block party, like a hyped-ass block party. And I didn't understand a single word. Bad Bunny had the people hyped. But I ain't understand a goddamn thing he was saying.
Yeah, and a lot of people, the way that music is digested for different people is different, right? So some people like listening to the lyrics. Some people like listening to the beat. Some people like to watch videos of people dancing to the music, right? So it just depends on who you are. But I think it's pretty universal that most people enjoy understanding lyrics in music. Come on, give me a break here.
Watched the halftime show, did not think I would be one of the ones that was mad about the halftime show, yet here I am. I am an American, Black American. It is Black History Month. And for this Bad Bunny person to do the halftime show and add English, why you do that? Pissed off. I would have kept it completely Spanish. I wouldn't even said the word I. Nothing that can be translated or understood by someone who didn't speak Spanish. You, next time, Mr. Bad Bunny, sir, you better say gracias de nada, arroz con pollo sofrito.
The Bad Bunny halftime performance was trash.
Facts.
That's how I feel. Now, for the viewers who understand Spanish, maybe it was good for you. But for me, who don't understand Spanish, yeah, it was trash. Here's the thing though, from what I'm seeing, it's showing a lot of cultural differences, and apparently it's bringing unity, or it's a thing about unity, one nation under God. That's probably the message, or that's the message that a lot of people are saying. Here's the thing. One, Buddy don't believe in God. And his message in all of his music, it shows. Here's the thing. You're not going to tell me that a guy who believes in God does this type of shit. Yeah, no. So let's move on. So like I said, maybe the message was for the country to unite as of all these countries and of all the cultures and all the diversity, we're still one nation under God. Maybe that's what it was. But in this case, the problem is not the message, but the messenger. Because, yeah, the vast majority of this country have no fucking clue what he said up there. And I want you guys to also understand.
They knew all of that before they had him come up there, too. They did not care.
I could care less about this performance.
Bad Bunny halftime performance, dude. What the hell was that? I didn't understand a single word. A lot of people did not want him to perform tonight. A lot of people did want him to perform tonight. Very divided. But one thing I think we can come together on was that show was so much better than Kendrick Lamar, dude. I'll give him that all day. Kendrick sucked.
Bad Bunny.
I'll say that the production quality for the show was good, but in terms of at least with Kendrick Lamar, at least you could understand what the hell he was saying, even if you didn't agree or like what he was saying or understand it from, just comprehending where he's coming from in terms of his personal views is one thing, but you could certainly understand the words coming out of his mouth, at least.
Was a bad decision for the Super Bowl halftime show. The fact that none of the NFL players knew anything about him or his music absolutely proves it. And what don't sit right with me is the simple fact that most of the people that were on the Epstein list was actually at the fucking Super Bowl this year, okay? So it just lets you know that once people seen those files, nobody gave a fuck. Everybody just went back to their normal, regular lives like nothing ever happened. And most of us already know that the Super Bowl, just as well as the Grammys, is one of their biggest energy harvesting rituals. So I don't know if that was the point of them choosing Bad Bunny or was it a political statement, but either way, it was a bad decision. Here's the thing, right? It's crazy how so many people are going for ICE instead of going for the motherfuckers that was on the Epstein file. I've said it once and I'm going to say it over and over and over until y'all get it through y'all heads. Nobody gave a fuck about those victims. Y'all just wanted those files to drop so that y'all can have think pieces and y'all can have fucking content. And like I said before, y'all was hoping that Trump name was in there more than anybody else's.
At the end of the day, this was all put in place to divide the people. I seen the Democrats posting Bad Bunny all day yesterday. I seen the Republicans saying they not even really American for real. The real all-American halftime show is over here with Kid Rock and all of that. And I don't like either one. I don't like Kid Rock and whoever else was there on the Republican side with Turning Point. I didn't like Bad Bunny because I don't know what he's saying. But for some reason, y'all only call me racist with Bad Bunny just because I said I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what he's saying. Y'all have to stop saying that. I didn't like nothing with Turning Point either. So what does that mean? Y'all got to realize that I see the division going on, but I'm slap dab in the middle. This ain't got nothing to do with people being American, none of that. I said I didn't like Bad Bunny because I expect to hear English no matter where I go because the primary language is English here. For some reason, y'all take offense to that. I don't know why. English is the primary language here. So no matter where I go, I expect to hear, see, communicate in English. That is an expectation, yes. And
well, it's because they're woke lunatics. How many times I got to keep saying the same thing? We all know it, guys. It's just an excuse so that they can try to bully people. I've seen it all day on social media. I've been working all day, but, any times when I wasn't working and was looking at social media, I see it all day, guys. It's like, oh, you racist if you didn't like this stupid woke behind Bad Bunny performance. This woke garbage. You racist, of course, because why would you not be racist? These people are always going to say that about everything. And that's a stupid excuse. It's making people not respect the term racism. I don't think anybody gives a damn anymore, guys, but let's keep going. Here's another one. I think this one's pretty short, too.
Hey, I tried defending Bad Bunny. I still think he's a good artist. But that halftime show was horrific.
Facts.
He sold. It could have been good. He could have proved a lot of people wrong. It was buns. The halftime show was buns. All right? Could have been good. Like I said, a lot of people were hating on him. A lot of people were. Unfortunately, they got proved right.
This is a very peculiar looking person. I mean, is this like a real person? Is this because they distorted their voice? Did they distort their face too? Like, why does it look like this?
Sad to see, man. Sad to see.
Oh, this one's funny. This is Granny. Let's see what Granny got to say.
Is this man? Golly! You can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly! This is ridiculous. And got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on. I can't stand this. Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness?
This is exactly how the majority of the America sees it. Just like Granny over here, majority of America's like, what in the world is all this foolishness? What is this woke nonsense? This is a bunch of garbage. Nobody cares about this stuff except for, again, woke progressive radicals. These are the only people who care. Stupid people on the fake news. People who are desperate for a virtue signal. They are desperate to tickle some virtue signaling balls. Like they got to get their dopamine hit of daily virtue signaling. Literally every fake news journal that I've seen have all been in support of this. The cackling hens of The View, CNN fake news, the losers on MSDNC or MS Now is whatever they call it now, ABC, CBS. I done seen it all already. These lunatics are always going to support the most radical, most lunatic-driven positions instead of the more common sense position, which says that, hey, you know, we think that people who natively speak English, which is the vast majority of America, is probably going to want to see a halftime show in their own language. And when people are out here talking about, well, they had Kendrick Lamar and they had Rihanna and all this stuff, hello, it's not about race, you dumb mother effers. It's about being able to speak the language. They had people like J-Lo, I believe, at the Super Bowl before, wasn't she? I didn't hear people complaining about that. That was vast majority in English. So nobody has a problem with people of other races. They have a problem when you take things a step too far, which they absolutely did here. And I'm glad that people are rejecting this so that they'll maybe think twice. I mean, maybe they did it on purpose, so they like all this stupid negative publicity, but maybe they'll think twice about it if people stop tuning in to the halftime show, which from my understanding is exactly what happened. A lot of people tuned out of the halftime show because they knew about this ahead of time, and people stopped tuning in during the halftime show because they didn't like it. Then maybe next year they'll think twice. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, Cybernoodle 655, Bella Scott, and Carpentier John. Could not do it without you.
Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as our primetime entertainment.